The last time we talked, you talked about how young your team was and how many holes got to be filled on both sides of the football and how important the spring was just to get them to be able to know what it's like to play football with each other. You got to spring it under your belt. Summer's nearly done. Give me a report card on how things are advancing.
I think we really grew up. I thought we got some confidence in the spring game against East Jefferson, against a good East Jeff team. And this has been the best summer we've had since I've been at Slidell. The best work ethic, the best locker room. And so we got a week left to go in summer, and I think this is the best summer we've had, the most productive summer we've had.
I'm not asking you to name any starters or anything like this, but at the quarterback position, I guess my question is, can you see yourself playing two quarterbacks this year on the varsity level?
Well, we've had the quarterback battle since spring between Jacob Guidry and Tyler Harris, our two juniors. But as we got to the end of the 7-on-7 season, we had an injury which forced us to put Tyler in the slot. And really, when that happened, our offense really started to click. So, Tyler and Jake are still both our quarterbacks. But I would say going into camp in 2 weeks, we'll probably have them both on the field, which was always an option. But right now, I'd say going into camp, Jake will be at quarterback, Tyler will be in the slot and all over the field. But we can always switch it around if we have to. It gives us tremendous flexibility.
I know, and you can't really judge a lot from 7-on-7, but we can only judge young quarterbacks on when we see them. When you see Jacob Guidry, he's got a very quick release. And he's got an ability to he seems like he's got a good touch on the football. What does he bring to you under center this year?
Well, he's just a tremendous athlete. In the age of the spread, and you want to RPO, and you want to put one of your best athletes there, we've done that. He's as much of a run threat as he is a pass threat. But he gives us flexibility, because we can move him around. But he's really what I'm proud of, because we finished 7-on-7 yesterday with Bogalusa. What I'm proud of is he's thrown the ball better than he has all since he's been with us. So we just continue to see improvement in his pass, and you got to count for his legs too, because he can really run the football.
The other thing you talked about earlier when we talked earlier this spring was the simplicity, simplifying everything down and just minor understandings for people so they can understand the playbook. Have you seen the positive results you were looking for when you did that?
Yes, on both sides of the ball. Not just on the offensive end with the young quarterbacks, but on defense, we've really simplified. Coach Scobell, that was his goal coming in, and we've seen the results there. Our defense has really played well all summer in the 7-on-7 competitions. Coach Scobell's even said it's probably the best unit he's had. So we've seen improvement on both sides, and we do think it's because we've simplified.
All right, we got quarterback out the way. Who are we going to see in the backfield that is going to have to take care of the lion's share of the ball? Do you see a bell cow running back, or do you see a committee where 2 to 3 kids are going to have to really be our ball carriers?
Right now, it's definitely a committee. If Guidry's the quarterback, Harris could be the one back. If Harris is the quarterback, Guidry could be the one back. Tito Simmons is our returner, our leading returner. He can play the one back. And then we have Lenaje Harvey and Trayvon Stacker, who also carry the ball. So we have a great problem. We have 5 great athletes who can all tote the rock. And we're going to have to do it by committee. It's not going to just be one guy, but we have confidence in all of those guys.
Up front, that's where your biggest hole was, because you lost so many, not really on the defensive side of the ball, but on the offensive side of the ball. Talk about some of the linemen that are going to have to be able to open those holes and give time for your young quarterbacks, regardless of who it is.
Right. We have seniors, Mason Dupuy returning on the offensive line, and Cody Durden. Those are two kids that are going to be seniors that we really look to got a lot of reps. Mason has started for 2 years. Cody began the year as a starter. And then Chaz Birchfield, juniors Chaz Birchfield will come in, and we think Chaz is going to be really good, will be the other tackle. Junior Cameron Riles is at center right now. So that we feel that our O-line and our D-line are the heart and soul of our football team. It's the way they've practiced all summer. It's the way they came out of spring. So we're excited. We think we can run the football. The problem is going to be pass protect, and then the two young junior quarterbacks sitting in the pocket, letting it develop, and not just wanting to take off because they're both runners. But we think we're going to be able to run the football.
You talked about Tyler moving into the slot because of injuries. What does he bring to the wide receivers, and who joins him out there in terms of, I know Tito's going to have the chance to catch the ball and you want him to get the ball in space. Who else is going to be out there in terms of, we want to try to get these balls in these playmakers' hands?
Well, the senior Terrell Silvis is our outside receiver. He's our go-to guy. He's had his best year here. He's going to be a senior. We also have senior Caleb Joseph. So that gives us the ability to go 6'2" and 6'3" at the two outside receiver spots. In the slot will be Tito Simmons, Hassan Mitchell, and then Tyler Harris. So, those three will play the slot positions. And, we got some athleticism, we've got size, we've got speed. It's just being able to get them the football up the field with the young quarterbacks.
Talk about that a little bit. Because I kind of saw that when I was looking at their highlights from the East Jeff game. With a young quarterback, it's sometimes you have to worry about, okay, you tell them what their first read is, and if they don't see their first read, they're gone.
Yeah.
How much of it is just, hey, go through your progressions and see that second receiver may be open?
Well, that's what the 7-on-7 all summer was for, David. That's where you work on that and go through your progressions and getting to the next read. But of course, until we go live again, until we can put it back on in August, we're not going to know. We'll see that when we play Franklinton in our scrimmage, that we'll see where we've improved or how much we've improved on that. Because certainly the MO in the spring game was first read's not open, take off. Or I feel pressure, take off. I think we've gotten a lot better through the 7-on-7s, but we won't know again until we go live again against Franklinton.